Alright, what is up, everyone? We are continuing our Lies of P playthrough here. I'm just trying to see how far we can get within 2 hours, if we can. And yeah, just go from there.
You're back.
So last time, we finished the Brotherhood fight, and we're giving Geppetto the portrait now.
The Black Rabbit Brotherhood out of the picture, we can focus elsewhere. And why not strike at the root of the problem? The King of Puppets' lair is on Rosa Isabel Street. Perhaps the puppet frenzy will come to an end if we can take down their king. Go to Antonia and get the key to Rosa Isabel Street. I already let her know you'll be coming by. I always remember these favors you've done for me, though it pains me to send someone so precious into such peril. This portrait, I remember it fondly. I thought it was lost forever. To think that you have brought it back to me. Forgive a fool. Memories of a happier time, my son.
So now he hangs it up. And this is where you'll get your clap emote. So if you don't grab the portrait, you won't get it, and you will also get your last special weapon from here eventually. So now we're going to Antonia down here.
I'll use my power.
Just kidding. I don't know why I thought that was Antonia. This is Antonia over here.
Hurry up. I heard Rosa Isabel Street is ever so dangerous, I told you. Geppetto and I care about you very much, you know. I feel like my time is slowly coming to an end. However...
So I take it your Rosa Isabel Street entrance. I've not really showed it in the playthrough, like how you actually get here, but it's actually from the hotel. So you just come up these stairs right here. And this will be the door to Rosa Isabel Street. Going the wrong way.
Rosa Isabel Street, the entertainment district. You might call it extravagant. Operas, operettas, street concerts, all running 24/7.
Okay.
Adelina Corday, the singer
Let's
in
get it.
the red dress. Oh, she's the most famous of them all. The legendary prima donna. Well, I'm not sure if she's still alive, so... Makes sense. It's getting a little depressing.
So you can hear a lady singing, and I think it's pretty cool, but you can't actually find her in the game anyway, so it's kind of, you know, whatever. But the speculation is that she will be up here. I assume she's like over here in this area is what I assume. Maybe up there, but yeah. So the first thing you want to do is talk to this woman for her side quest.
Who are you? Ah, my stalker friend. I was worried the puppets had come back. They're demons. They won't give us a moment's peace. Even an elderly lady like me. They wouldn't even let the dead rest if they had the petrification disease. Drives a lady to drink, it does. Which reminds me, I could use a proper tipple. There's a wine called La Bleuie. When I was younger, they called it the Ruby of the Heavens. I'm sure there's still some left in the wine cellar at Lorenzini Arcade. You're an enterprising lad. Bring it to me and I'll give you something nice in return.
So yeah, the drink she wants is the La Bleuie. You have seen that previously if you've read all the notes and all that. It is something that we picked up from a note in the last episode, whatever you would like to call it. No need to go down there because it just takes you back to the Stargazer. That'll be a shortcut later on that we'll get to, and not unlock it just. An artist's doodle. Turn on your lamp if you have yet to do that. Drop down this hole, make sure nothing's, chasing you. Special report, a foreigner's confession. Ergo fragment. This room kind of reminds me of Elden Ring. There's in the capital of Lindo, there's a room where there's a bunch of, I forget what they're called, but they shoot like fucking machine guns at you essentially. Kind of reminds me of that a little bit. That takes you outside. We'll come back up there in a second. Legion plug. And so yeah, we were just down there, so you don't have to make this jump if you don't want. But yeah, you would have came through right here if you would have just followed that. Go ahead and take this dude out. Don't want to deal with him. Check your surroundings here, so... Alright, so you can do this one of two ways. You can drag them to you one by one and then deal with them. Or you can run down there, kill the boss down there, and then just go through that gate, essentially. But I want to go ahead and get this out of the way. should be no one to your left right there, but the goal here is to kill one before the other one starts throwing shit at you. That's what we're gonna do. And you are good to go. Dancer's curved sword. Again, you would have got that eventually because you would have just came through there, but it doesn't really matter. So up there is who you will be fighting. Let me put this on my thing. I didn't know where she came from the first time ever, because I was like looking at this thing and she just like came out of the sky, so I was confused.
I can hear your springs even if you try to hide them. Musicians have keen ears, you know. Would you like to sing for me like your friends? I have a feeling the sound of your cries will be especially sweet. Let's have an encore performance of Pain for the Red Actress, Adelina Corday. I dedicate this performance to my sister Adelina!
So, we've pretty much ended the fight already. Nothing too crazy there. You unlock her locket as well as the mask that she is wearing. We will go through here eventually, but you cannot yet. This is the opposite side. Rose Estates. We will come back to that Stargazer in a second. Just going through here real quick. Grab everything. So yeah, if you did not kill the enemies here, this is where you would have fought them, and you would have got the sword just right over there. And there will be a butterfly over here. So go ahead and take care of it. Wow, I don't think I remember how to. Never mind. I was like, how do I get over there? I know it's not anything special, but I'm just trying to get as much as I can for the guide.
Oh, you're walking about in a place like this. You must be a stalker. Can I ask you a favor? My wife's body lies on Rosa Isabel Street. There was a fire, and I couldn't reach her through the flames. I know she's gone, but I hate to think of her just lying there. Would you bring me her belongings? Then I'd have something to remember her by.
Yep, we will do that. Absolutely.
Thank you. Small kindnesses like this give me something to cling to. Her body is on Rosa Isabel Street. She used to look so beautiful in her black dress. I miss her so much. Every day is harder than the last. Please, bring me her belongings. Her body. I miss her body.
Okay.
I miss her.
So you will jump down here. That will be your death if you go down there, so just be careful with that. Actually, I don't think it will be death. Let me double check. Well, I'll just jump. Why not? Sounds fun. I believe this is just a longer route to get to the same place that we were just at. Nothing too crazy. Alright, take care of this bad boy right here. And he's taken care of. And this should be a quartz. So, if you remember, this is where we fought the white lady out, and just right here. And we just repeat the sequence again, but instead of jumping down into the hole, we will go to the right this time and go up where we initially were heading. Well, it took too long for that thing to come up here, so I'm not going to deal with it. I've played this game 4 times, and even I didn't know you could parry the explosion. That's kind of crazy. So normally I would not rest here, but since I am a little rusty, I will, because there is a upcoming mini boss that we will have to fight, and I wouldn't say he's hard, but since I'm rusty, he is probably going to be more hard than he needs to be. Up here, you can see him. This guy, he's a really fast shooter, so just be careful when you're coming up here. I'm just gonna take that, honestly. Later in the game, a NPC will be right here. I think this area is fucking awesome, in my opinion, but, you know. Someone will break through the wall right over here. I was a little too slow with killing that dude. The defensive part.
We found it. The black dress. But
so this is his wife.
it's just a puppet? What on earth
So
is
he was
going
married
on?
to a puppet. So, really quick, we will kill this dude right here. I recommend just puppet stringing him so you don't have to deal with the fire. And then we'll have this ball come down. That's fine. Just ignore it. Don't worry about it. And this will be a shortcut to the start of the Rosa Isabel entrance. So I'll show y'all real quick. These enemies respawn because I had set up the Stargazer. But literally, yeah, it's just right over there. I will double verify I didn't leave anything up here. I don't think I did. But you never know. Okay, cool. So, I don't believe you have to do this right now, but I am going to go back since we've already killed all the shit, and I don't want to re-kill everything. We will go talk to the dude over here that asked to find his wife.
My Melody. This is her wedding ring. Our marriage should have been filled with joy. I failed you, Melody. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned she's a puppet. But she was real to me. I saw a shining soul inside her. Others laughed at me, but I knew the truth. I knew that she was in love with me too. Maybe I'm crazy, though. Whoever heard of a human and a puppet in love?
The truth is I've never seen that happen before. The lie is I saw the message she left saying she loves you. You want to pick that one.
Melody. My Melody. Your words were everything to me. She was my guardian angel. The reason I survived the Krat disaster. Even puppets have hearts, do they not? Perhaps all we need is something that helps us perceive what they're feeling. Sorry. I ramble when I get upset. Here's your reward. I think.
So if you lie to him about it, then you get to the ring that you got, as well as the sad gesture emote.
I wish I could offer something more, but this is all I have. Please, remember the love Melody and I shared. Who knows? Maybe you'll find true love one day, too.
Yeah, maybe, man. Maybe. I'll let you know, dude. So, and by the way, in case you do not know, the reason why the lie is that she said that she loves him is because puppets don't have any emotion, so they can't really love. And yeah, like, the fact, like, they said at the very start of the game, like, we, the character, are a special puppet because we have the ability to lie. Like, puppets normally cannot lie. So you want to clear everything here before fighting this dude, ideally. This is Luffy Wara no Sensei here. He will fuck you up if you do not take care of business, so be careful. Make sure we grabbed everything first. Alright, let's fight him. I'm gonna move back and buff up real quick. And then I guess I'm all of a sudden healing too, fun fact. And I guess I'm going to die. We did it. We ended racism. That is the worst kind of death, is when you use your Fable arts and then you die right afterwards, because then you have to rebuild your Fable arts. It does suck, but I mean, you just have to deal with it. So don't forget about the ball. It does respawn every time. Let's fight it for real this time. So I would have normally got hit there, but elevation actually saved me, thankfully. Oh my god, I was trying to get ready to repair my weapon. That sucks. So alternatively, by the way, if you don't want to keep killing these dudes every single time, you can run way up to the top up there and not even really deal with this. It does make life a lot more easier. But, you know, yeah, I'm just going for the extra souls at this point. It's not an issue for me. Puppet is down. Should have got him on the first try, but I was being a dunce pretty much. So this is a Ergo, I believe. No, Star Fragment. I will never use Star Fragments on this playthrough more than likely, but that's the summon NPC to help you fight bosses. Grab that in a second. Just grabbing these little collectibles around here. Down there is a future shortcut we cannot unlock yet, so don't worry about that. And then take a look at this if you would like. It's not necessary, but yeah. Okay, so now we're going into the Opera House. Alright, so this is one of the first cancer areas in the game. Very beautiful zone, but now you have enemies that disrupt you, which if it fills up, you die, pretty much. So that's the end of the game for you. So just be careful. We will go ahead and clear this up over here. So the big thing here is that they can do this thing, just run away from them. It's about all you can do unless you can break their guard, which, I mean, at this point in the game, don't really see how you could. I'm also just using like one of the best weapons in the game this early on, so. Nothing else. That's not true. There is something up here. Take that back. So, go to the right for a chest. Over here, I missed this on my first playthrough, but there's a NPC in here. Now, if you paid attention to my guide, you should have bought. Where is it at? Gotta find it. Probably in quest items. Collect them. Bright red apple. You have to have this before talking to her, or you're going to mess up her quest. So go ahead and talk to her if you have the apple. If not, go to Paulandina at Hotel Kra and buy the apple.
Oh, who are you? You're not a puppet. Are you here to listen to my music? I can't sing anymore. This petrification disease took away my songs. Riddles. I was fooled by him. He said this place was a shelter. Patricia, I'm so sorry. Oh, Patricia, I'm so sorry. I'm parched. Just a taste of fruit. Oh, thank you. Oh, this is the sweetest apple I've ever had. I can't stop death from taking me, but I have enough strength to confess my sins. Can you listen to my last confession? Patricia, I coveted your voice. If I can't match it, then even if I have to break you, Adelina Corday must have it all. I know it's wrong. I know it.
So you will come back to her later, but right now you can ignore her. That is a shortcut for later. So yep, disruption. You want to avoid getting that at all costs, because then your life will be more difficult. So I thought if you just went to the right, you could skip her, but you cannot skip her. Turn out. Okay, so now we should be good. I will double check now to verify. Looks like we're good. Okay, took care of that. She is not guaranteed the Dark Moon thing, by the way, so if you're killing her, just expect that. Well, that was a total failure. And now I could possibly die if I fuck up. So, let's see what happens. So if you do kill the one that is controlling them, they turn into normal puppets, by the way. I did forget to mention that. But sometimes you can't always do that because they have too much HP and these things are like charging at you aggressively. Buff up if you would like. Shock will also, I believe, one-shot you, I'm pretty sure, and also shock makes it to where your inputs sometimes don't work. Like right now I'm pressing R1. I pressed R1 4 times before it actually worked, so you got, and it applies to everything. So like your healing and your blocking, you got to be ridiculously careful when you're dealing with that. We can go up here, heal up. Care of it. We should be able to go through here, no issue. Should be fine. Should just be a chest. Technique amulet. Exploding pickaxe. Okay, so over there is the Stargazer. So we unlock this shortcut right here. We're going to jump down, actually. And here's a Trinity Sanctum. We have to get it from the Riddler dude, King of Riddles, before we can actually go in there. So for the time being, we will ignore that. Is that really that much of a difference in terms of the shortcut? I don't know. Only you can decide. Incredible Vanini collection right there. I messed up. Alright, now that we did all that, we're good to go. Notes from an experiment. Climb up this ladder. I missed this on my first playthrough. I just flat out missed the ladder here. Grab this item. That is a cryptic vessel, which we will give to Vignig. Come down here. Follow this. Grab this if you want it. Ignore that. Kill this dude. And then go grab it. And now you've unlocked the shortcut back, the real shortcut back to the Stargazer, and we are about good to go. We will level up before doing this just because this is one of the more difficult bosses in the game. I don't know why my screen keeps turning black. I need to see, let's see, graphics, maximum screen. Okay, that'd be why. I always have it on borderless. I don't know why it's doing that.
I'll use my power. I'll use my power to help you.
And one last thing before I do that. I also want to see if I can level up my weapon.
I know my way.
So what is my weapon at now then? Okay, cool. So we're doing everything right.
I'll use my power. I inherit. Now you.
See if that fixed it. Okay, yeah, it did. Excellent. Alright, before we fight this, we want to make sure we have everything looking good here. The boss is a puppet, so I might want to equip one of them. We might be fine. So we are going to be slightly heavy for this fight. I don't really have an issue with that because my first playthrough, I literally played it like that. So, should be good. This will be fun. Let me get my notepad out. Dang. So, here we go. Big boy fight here. I just get away from him when he does that. Not really too difficult. At this point, what? And that will be the first phase. So you can parry this fight very well if you know how to, but it has a delay, like you have to wait a second. I strongly encourage dodging to the left as much as you can. Heal up if you need to. Okay. We do not stress. And that should be the fight. GG.
Incredible! You defeated the king! I gotta think the puppets will have changed too, right? There's only one way to find out. Let's go backstage.
Alright, so we're going to do a thing real quick here. If you're low on health, obviously go back to the Stargazer that was just over there and take care of that stuff if you need to. We're going back up here because we're going back to the NPC that we gave the red apple to. If you did not already give her the red apple and you killed that fight, you already messed up her quest line and you need to do it on New Game.
Oh, there's another record.
And now you have everything in this area. And we will go back to Hotel Croc, because now we have a lot of things to do. Okay. He wants to talk to you outside. We will level up.
We're all me as well. I'll use my power.
Welcome, good sir. At last, we speak frankly instead
Look at
of
his
with
mouth
professional
move so
reserve.
exquisitely.
I have something to confess. Something involving your unique perspective. I am a puppet whose ego has awoken. I don't know exactly why, and we need not dwell on the details. Instead, I wish to dwell on the welfare of Lady Antonia. I adore Lady Antonia. It is a presumptuous feeling for a puppet to have, to be sure. I have no intention of putting myself forward, of course. However, I cannot watch her die. It's too painful. Thus, I need your unique perspective. You exist somewhere between human and puppet. Can a puppet and a human fall in love? Have you ever met a puppet who loves a human?
The lie is show the wedding ring. The truth is there's no such puppet.
It exists indeed. An unbelievable love, to be sure, with a wedding ring as its symbol. I fear even trying to pursue such a splendid happiness. I have no intention of telling her, of course. It wouldn't be proper to burden someone so frail. If I may be frank, this is better than I dared hope. Even if you are telling me a sweet lie, I shall savor it. Thank you. It was wise to confide in you. Thank you for granting me that wisdom. No matter what they serve you, welcome.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the Stargazer, rest at it, and then unrest. So he should be right there at the counter again. Apparently not. So now we'll talk to Antonia over here.
Oh, it's you. Come closer, won't you? When you reach a certain age, it's a comfort to reflect on old memories. That's a portrait of me when I was young. I was so feisty, so fearless back then. I loved the world, and the world loved me back. The passion of those days is long gone, but I still dream of those memories. I'm curious what your young eyes see. Is there any resemblance between me and that?
If you look at her and look at the picture, she's obviously not the same, but you want to lie and say, of course.
It seems Geppetto even taught you good manners. Yes, those beautiful memories are still vivid in my mind. Time and the memories that fill it are all we have. I hope you're making some good memories of your own. They may be a comfort to you someday. People have no...
So now you can talk to Alidoro if you want.
A great weapon calls for a great one.
So now you can buy the Puppet Ripper if you want. It's a really phenomenal weapon, but yeah, it's just if you want it, really.
At the House of Vanini, Master Vanini carefully curated this collection box himself. With it, you have returned to us what was stolen. You have our gratitude. The House of Vanini always keeps a few special items in the private reserve, sir. Only for our more discerning patrons, of course. At the House of Vanini...
So, there's a few things you can buy here, right? This dagger if you haven't bought it yet. Now this amulet increases damage inflicted on carcasses. That will come in handy for one specific boss. I won't use it, but I will buy it.
Ah, I heard you defeated the King of Puppets. Amazing. The puppets appear lost without their leader. They have no purpose, no focus. To think one can have so much control through ergo waves. If we don't determine who or what is causing it, this could all happen again tomorrow. I fear I must call upon you again, my friend. Please gather records of the puppets' ergo waves while you're defeating them. I always welcome... No trouble at all. I almost consider it my oldest hobby. Trust me, I won't let you down. There we are. If you ever need me to help you decode another message, I'm at your service.
Okay, so take a look at it. It's telling you to go to Krat Central Station Street and stand where the X is. So that is what we will do.
I know my way around.
Okay, so we should be good in this tree. I don't really use any of these things, so we will eventually use Amulet slot 2, Fable slot 2, and increase special grind. So we will be eventually using all of those. Okay, so now we're going to go back to Sarasani Alley. If you did not buy the weapons from this dude that we talked about in the first video, go ahead and buy them. This will be one of the last times you can actually buy his stuff.
see Hotel Crot. I do love this view. It is a nice view, but we must be moving.
Alright, so, I don't remember what I have to do here. Check the ground near the barrel. Check the ground. Let's see. So it is kind of hard to find the correct place for this. You just kind of have to mess around until you get it. Alright, there you go. Easy peasy. Go ahead and use this to go back to hotel.
I'm glad you're safe. I was so scared I would lose my precious son. It's risky for me, just being out here. Fortunately, you didn't need my help. I'm so proud that I got to see my son defeat the king. Hopefully the lesser puppets will die down soon. Now that the king is dead, it's tough, but I know where you should go now. As a man of invention, won't you help me? If it will...
Okay, so an increase in maximum cells. And we will quickly get through this area really, really quick.
What's going on? All these puppets look utterly down, nasty. And that seems weird. That's weird, right? Their king dead, they seem lost. Then maybe they're warning him? whatever's happening. It's like they can't tell their elbow joints from their tail sockets. I'm not even sure they can function without the king to guide them.
Okay, this should be a clock sword blade, I believe. This is when the NPC says, okay, my turn to play the game. You sit back and wait, so that's what we're doing now. We will open this door up, and it will take us to the Stone Lord Zini's Arcade. Alright, with that, I will end this here. My dogs are going crazy now, so I gotta deal with that. But we did do pretty good for the limited amount of time we had here. We'll continue a stream probably tomorrow night. So, yeah, we'll go with that.